Picture this. You're scrolling late into the night, that algorithm feeding you just the right mix of outrage and envy, whispering doubts about your worth until isolation feels like the only truth. Or an AI ally at work nudges your decisions with subtle biases, ghosting your ethics in a haze of optimized efficiency. It's the gut twist of betrayal, not from a friend, but from the digital ether. Psyops so slick they rewrite your reality without a trace. These engineered consents hijack your focus, stir tribal fires, and drown logic in emotion, leaving you drained, divided, doubting your own compass. If this stirs something deep, hit like right now. Join the quiet revolution of those waking up. Pain deepens. That scroll turns sleepless, doesn't it? Doubt spirals into fractured focus, where every notification erodes a sliver of joy, until you're just a shadow of the bold soul you know lurks inside. Think of Alex, a 25-year-old coder in Omaha's neon grind, bombarded by K-pop psyops glamorizing burnout as hustle glow, endless reels pushing energy drinks and all-nighters until their code blurs and connections fade to pixels. Or consider Jordan, a 45-year-old single parent in rural Texas, sifting through economic flux feeds that amplified scarcity scares, ghosted collabs from trusted remote partners, AI tools, leaking ethical corners cut for survival, twisting self-trust into a knot of quiet rage. Then there's Priya, 55, a retiree in Mumbai's bustling lanes, facing family ghosts amplified by viral elder isolation narratives, social media, psyops painting solitude as serenity, eroding bonds until laughter feels like a foreign echo. These aren't accidents. They're the slow bleed of unseen strings, pulling us from shared humanity into solitary storms. Sleepless nights breed eroded edges, where joy hides behind screens of suspicion. But breathe here. The Fab Four ignite your forge, transforming these fractures into flames of fierce awareness. Nodding along? Drop your storm in the comments. Let's lighten it together, one truth at a time. Jung's shadow integration. Enter Carl Jung first, the mapmaker of the psyche, urging us to face the shadow, the unclaimed parts of ourselves that psyops love to exploit. In this AI-curated chaos, Betrayal's blade often mirrors our own hidden vulnerabilities, the buried envy the algorithm sense like blood, or the unspoken fear of inadequacy that tribal outrage amplifies into division. Jung teaches that every psyop hooks the shadow we ignore, turning inner blind spots into outer chains. Integrate it, and suddenly the manipulation loses its grip. Your wholeness becomes the ultimate shield. Here's your blueprint, drawn from a viewer's call for more rituals against work whispers. A 5-minute daily shadow journal. Step 1. Sit with a betrayal trigger. Ask, what old echo in me does this stir? Envy? Abandonment? Step 2. Name the shadow without judgment, like greeting a wary ally. Step 3. Flip it. How does this vulnerability gift you empathy for the puppeteer's game? Step 4. Affirm integration. This darkness fuels my light. Step 5. Close with a breath, visualizing the shadow, folding into your strength. Take Lena, a 32-year-old graphic designer in Dallas's freelance flux. Psyop feeds flooded her with imposter syndrome scripts, dopamine-drained scrolls eroding her pitch confidence. Before, she'd ghost collabs in preemptive shame. After Jung's ritual, awe hit. Her shadow wasn't weakness, but a fierce protector, honed from childhood moves. Surprise twist, the betrayer client became her teacher in boundaries. Now, breakthrough hum as she lands dream gigs, chuckling at ego's toddler tantrums in the mirror. From fracture to fire, that's your gold. Sparks flying. Subscribe to unlock more depths like this. But Jung's mirror needs an edge to cut through deceit. Enter Machiavelli's pragmatic shields next. Machiavelli's pragmatic shields. Niccolo Machiavelli strides in now, the fox lion strategist, reminding us that in today's economic psyops, ghosted deals and scarcity hoaxes, purity loses to preparation. His core wisdom, the duality of fox cunning for detecting dodges and lion force for countering them. Psyops thrive on our naivety, but spot the feints, the repeated phrases across feeds. The authority flips from neutral to urgent, and you reclaim the board. No heartless scheming here. It's compassionate cunning, shielding your tribe from the herd. As one viewer shared, Machiavelli tips for toxic bosses, tailored for you. A 3-step detection ritual. 1. Scan for inconsistencies. Note 3. Official sources echoing the same line. Ask, who funds the chorus? 2. Play Fox. Script a neutral probe. Fascinating point. What's the contrarian data? Watch deflections. 3. Invoke lion. Set a boundary script. I'll align once verified, then act with disciplined delay. 4. Review weekly. What psyop nearly hooked you? 5. Celebrate the dodge with a small win, like a trusted walk. Envision Kai, 28, a marketer in Sydney's gig economy, ensnared by AI ethics leaks disguised as innovate or perish campaigns. Before, fractured focus from fear-mongering bosses led to eroded joy in burnout scrolls. Post-ritual, inspiration surged. A sly probe uncovered the boss's affiliate ties, turning the tables with a union nudge. Amusement in the irony. The lion roar was just a purr. Excitement built as collabs flowed genuine. What if the wound's your hidden power? That's the turnaround. From feint to fortress, pure potency. Feeling the edge? Like this for more foxfire fuel. Yet shields without softness shatter. Buddha's release tempers the blade. Buddha's resentment release. The Buddha arrives softly now, lotus amid the storm, teaching that psyops are Maya, illusions we cling to, fueling resentment's fire in social media's isolation webs. Core insight. Release attachment to the narrative, and resentment dissolves. See the interconnected web, where your pain echoes the manipulator's suffering, freeing you from dopamine's drain. In ghosted digital betrayals, this compassionate non-clinging reveals the strings as transient smoke. For your ritual, inspired by comments craving Eastern hacks for scroll isolation, a 4-breath detachment practice. 1. Pause mid-trigger. Inhale, label the emotion. This outrage is arising. 2. Exhale, illusion. This narrative serves whom? Not my peace. 3. Prompt release. May I and they be free from this suffering. 4. Anchor in now. Touch an object, affirm interconnectedness. All threads weave one tapestry. 5. Journal 1. Grateful non-attachment. Like a scroll skipped for starlight. Meet Sophia, 42, a teacher in Syracuse's remote rhythm, psyoped by family ghost feeds amplifying division. Before, sleepless doubt from viral us versus them eroded her classroom joy. Buddha's breath, awe in the reveal. Her resentment was the true isolator. Surprise, the enemy relatives' post stemmed from their own fear, twisting into a bridge call. Joy hummed as bonds reformed, humor in ego's frantic grasp. Curiosity peaks, strategy with heart. The Stoics seal it. From grip to grace, your serene strength. Drop your release story below. Your words awe us, but release needs roots. The Stoics ground it in fortitude. Stoics core, fortitude. Finally, the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, journaling through empire's Psyops, Seneca, schooling Nero's whims, deliver core fortitude. Discern impressions ruthlessly, accept reality's flow, act only on your circle of control. In today's flux, where AI ethics blur into compliance herds, their amor fati embraces the Psyop as fate's teacher, building resilience that no engineered consent can crack. Focus on virtue, the rest is noise. Your toolkit, echoing pleas for Stoic dopamine rewires, a daily impression audit. Step 1, morning review. List 3 potential Psyops, like feed fears. Ask, is this in my control? 2, midday pause. Negative visualization. If this narrative wins, what virtue do I practice? 3, evening dichotomy. What impressions serve truth? Which were shadows? 4, affirm amor fati. This too forges me. 5, end with a voluntary discomfort, like a feed fast, reclaiming joy. Raj, 58, an engineer in Toronto's economic eddies, battered by scarcity psyops and retirement reels, before fractured focus from ghosted networks stole his workshop peace. Stoic audit, inspiration in the pivot, a betrayer. Market dip taught disciplined savings. Humor light, the inner toddler tantrum at losses. Breakthrough, interconnected actions wove new mentors, from drift to diamond, unyielding you. Resonance, share which tool you'll try, tag a friend in the fray. And now, the weave awaits. Round-table synthesis. Imagine a crackling fireside, the Fab Four gathered under starlit resolve. Jung leans in, eyes alight. The Psyop preys on the unintegrated shadow. Acknowledge your hidden hungers, and the hook slips free. But awareness alone whispers, it demands cunning. Machiavelli smirks, Fox sharp. Precisely, Carl. Fox senses the faint in repeated refrains. Lion bounds on inconsistencies. Yet without heart's release, strategy sours to suspicion. Siddhartha, your turn. How does one detach without drifting? The Buddha smiles serenely, by seeing all as impermanent play. Niccolo, resentment chains us to the illusion. Compassion dissolves the puppeteer's power, revealing our shared suffering. Still, release floats unless rooted in disciplined virtue. Marcus, Seneca, fortify this. Marcus nods gravely. Amor fati, friends, we greet the Psyop as inevitable wave, discerning true impressions to act justly. Control what you can, your response. Interconnected? Yes. Self-knowledge guards, strategy scouts, compassion connects, fortitude endures. Seneca adds wryly, and in the echo, reality accepted, actions honed, mastery blooms. The unified scaffold, know thyself deeply, accept the game's board, act with wise discipline, embrace the web's weave. 2 takeaways rise like embers. First, Psyops crumble under this quartet. Your inner work, Jung's depths with Stoic roots, meets outer savvy, Machiavelli's edge softened by Buddha's grace. Second, this fires in you already. Unleash worlds, turning today's strings into symphonies of sovereignty. Fire lit, like, subscribe, share. Tag that friend tangled in the threads. Comment your Fab Four gem. Let's echo it wide. Breathe deep. The edge is yours. Thank you for listening. If you know someone who could benefit from this, better let them know. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.